All right, rainy day out today. I don't have any jobs that really have to get done right now. Just lots of stuff I'd like to get done. The garage is just a mess. Metal chips, miscellaneous stuff just laying everywhere. So I've got this engine run stand. SC Performance gave me a bell housing. I bought a SC Performance starter adapter. This is going to be my future run stand. Got some gauges I got to hook up. Got a cheap little battery. Cheap little tachometer I'm going to run on it. Just something to break it in. But the garage is just tore up. So I'm going to clean and organize. I don't like being so disorganized. I'm pretty sure I'll do something else. I know I want to change out the top plate and the bottom plate here. These little stamped steel, just they don't keep out the sand. I want to keep the sand out. So I've got some cast aluminum CB Performance base plate, top plate. Gonna switch it out. Just a couple other little things I gotta do. I still gotta pull the flywheel so I can install the shims there. Install the main seal. I really want to get this running tonight, but we'll see how far we get. I'll let you tag along. We'll see how far we get. It doesn't really matter what I do as long as I'm out here. It's gonna be forward progress. But anyway, tag along. Hope you enjoy. I was farting around with the flywheel, the pressure plate, a little too long. I finally got it. I found these flange bolts, so I thought that'd be a good idea to run. Well, it just so happens that this flange right here, it actually rests against the flywheel up at the top here, so it wasn't tightening this down all the way. Instead, I opted for just a M8 by 1.25 by 25 millimeter long bolt. But what I got here is a serrated coned washer. Still considered a lock washer. Put that on, dab of Loctite, torqued her down to spec. I use an old input shaft for my alignment. I noticed that the plastic ones, they weren't lining up right. I've used a broom handle, yada yada yada. Nothing beats an original input shaft. Waiting for Marty to show up. We can put it on the engine stand. I doubt I'll get it running. I still got to hook up all the gauges, make a gauge bezel, all that. Okay, my ADD did kick in. 3 days later, here I am, back in the garage. I went up north. A lot more fun than working in the garage. Everything's still a mess. It's fine. Still gotta do that. I did, however, make a gauge bezel for the run stand. So today's project, I'm gonna put that together, do some wiring. I'll do a time-lapse video of me messing around on the table there. Maybe clean the table. I seem to, it takes me forever to clean it, but I can make it messy in real quick. So yeah, that's that. Tag along. All right, so you see me farting around. Oh shit. It's almost 11:30. I'm gonna call it a night. I got most of it done. Just gotta hook these up to the battery. I'll run a ground to the ground stud here. Run a ground this out. So in cleaning up, I forgot to run the oil line. I don't like to run the digital ones. The digital ones that tend to get inaccurate reading, or it'll quit. I haven't had a problem with the mechanical ones. Oh man, so I got these gauges from Amazon. They're just complete they're just garbage, just flipping garbage. You see me fiddling around. I'm gonna try the oil light, or the oil gauge. So the needle came flopping around. So I dug the face off of it, pushed it back on. I don't know. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna like it. I do have this old school something, but I've used this before and it works. The only other oil pressure gauge I have is electronic. Like I said, I don't like to run that. If I gotta go to the local AutoZone and get a decent one, I will. I don't want to though. I tend to go in there knowing more than them. I didn't get too far. I didn't even touch the motor tonight. The big thing is, I'd like to hook up the starter button, fill up the oil, at least get oil pressure through the thing. Then I can go through, I can finish running wires, I could change out the dual carbs. Still got to run wires over to the ignition coil. I've seen some people put them over here. So the philosophy they say is with the fan blowing, it keeps it cool. I'm not a big fan because obviously the oil cooler, that's going to be hot. You're just blowing hot air on it. I don't know how important, how not important. I know that I ran a 1915 like that for 6-7 years. I did have a problem. I'm not going to say the coil didn't come off something that was 20 years old. Whatever, it's fine. I thought it was fine. It wasn't. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow's a better day. More progress. Okay, another day in the books. 11:32. It's time to call out a night. Most of the time I'll stay out here for another 2 hours. I'm trying to be a good boy and maybe showing up to work on time. That hasn't happened in a while. In the time-lapse video, you probably noticed that I got to clean once in a while. My head is just 100 mile an hour. I get too many tools out, too many little things. I can't find anything. I have to stop and I have to clean. Today wasn't too bad, but I like to work in an organized fashion. So, tomorrow, oil pressure. I've got mainly all this stuff. Inside of it's all good. Just got to hook up some wires out there to the battery. Got to ground it out. Either way, get that starter fired up. Get some oil pressure primed up in this. You've seen me mess around with this oil pressure gauge. Don't be dumb like me. Spend the money. Get something that is worth something. Because that's just an Amazon special, and it shows. The only other oil pressure gauge I have is electronic. I don't want to run electronic. Too many friends have run no oil pressure because their electronic sending unit gives out. This is a new build. I don't want to run the risk. I do have this antique one. Man, you know what? That's probably from a tractor. I don't know. It works though. I'm still a long way away from getting this motor done. I still have not replaced the bottom plate, the top plate, and the linkage yet. I got tons of stuff to do. Tons. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully, I can keep bringing forward progress videos. If not, if it's backwards progress, maybe you guys get a laugh out of it. I don't know. Appreciate you watching. I don't really want to say click subscribe and something about a notification. So that's just flipping stupid. Listen, if you want to watch more, you're going to watch more. I appreciate you guys. And we'll catch you on the flip side.